Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, wondering why she left you for that guy? It's a question that has haunted many, stirring up feelings of confusion, frustration, and pain. You might be a good man, kind, loyal, and consistent, yet somehow she ended up with someone who seems to lack all the qualities you've worked so hard to embody. If this resonates with you, you're not alone. This perplexing phenomenon has been the subject of countless discussions, from relationship forums to philosophical debates. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the reasons behind why women might leave good men for what seems like jerks, blending insights from modern psychology and the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. But before we jump into the main points, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos that will continue to explore this and other related topics. Let's embark on this journey of understanding together. 1. Unpredictability and excitement. The thrill of the unknown. Let's start with one of the most compelling reasons: unpredictability. In today's world, where comfort and routine often dominate our lives, there is still a deep-seated human craving for excitement and the unknown. This is not just a modern quirk, but a fundamental aspect of our psychology, rooted in our evolutionary past. Imagine a time when unpredictability was crucial for survival. Our ancestors didn't live in cozy homes with predictable routines. They faced constant challenges and dangers. This unpredictability kept their minds sharp and their adrenaline pumping, ensuring they were always ready to adapt to new situations. This same thrill of unpredictability is what some women find alluring in a partner who doesn't fit the mold of a good guy. A caring, predictable partner might provide stability, but over time, that very predictability can feel monotonous. Now picture this: you're in a relationship with someone who always remembers anniversaries, calls when they say they will, and provides a steady, comforting presence. It sounds ideal, right? But for some, this consistency might eventually feel like it's missing something: a spark, an edge, a thrill. Enter the so-called jerk, whose unpredictable actions inject drama and excitement into the relationship. His spontaneous, sometimes erratic behavior creates emotional ups and downs, making the relationship feel more intense and engaging. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, might suggest that while the thrill of unpredictability can be enticing, it is the calm and rational mind that finds true contentment in stability. He would argue that those who seek out unpredictability are chasing temporary excitement rather than lasting peace. In his letters, Seneca often emphasized the importance of cultivating inner tranquility, which he believed was far more valuable than any fleeting thrill. 2. Emotional roller coasters. The addictive highs and lows. Closely tied to unpredictability is the phenomenon of emotional roller coasters. Relationships with jerks often involve intense emotional highs and lows. One moment, everything is wonderful. The next, the rug is pulled out from under you. This constant fluctuation can become addictive, much like a drug. When a woman is involved with a partner who provides this kind of emotional turbulence, her brain becomes conditioned to expect and crave these highs and lows. It's similar to how substance addiction works, activating the brain's reward pathways. The periods of intense affection and attention, followed by emotional withdrawal, create a cycle of anticipation and relief that can be incredibly hard to break. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, might advise that true happiness does not come from these external emotional fluctuations, but from inner stability. In his meditations, Marcus frequently reminded himself to remain unaffected by the chaos around him, to find steadiness within. He might suggest that those who seek out these emotional roller coasters are looking for fulfillment in the wrong places. But why is this cycle so powerful? The answer lies in our biology. When someone pulls away, our brain releases stress hormones that create a feeling of anxiety. When they return, the relief we feel triggers a rush of dopamine, the same chemical involved in pleasure and reward. Over time, this cycle can lead to a form of emotional addiction, where the highs are so intense that they make the lows worth enduring. 3. The desire to fix or rehabilitate, a deep-seated instinct. Another powerful reason why women might leave good men for jerks is the desire to fix or rehabilitate them. This is often rooted in a deep-seated instinct to nurture and care for others, which can be especially strong in romantic relationships. Many women are drawn to the idea of being the one person who can change a troubled man. They see his flaws and believe that with enough love and patience, they can bring out the better side of him. This dynamic can be incredibly fulfilling, as it taps into a primal need to nurture and protect. However, it can also be exhausting and emotionally draining, especially when the man in question has no real intention of changing. The jerk, often emotionally unavailable or troubled, presents himself as a challenge. He might show brief glimpses of vulnerability, enough to give hope that he can be fixed, but he remains largely distant and difficult to reach. This keeps the woman engaged, constantly trying to break through his tough exterior. It's a classic case of the savior complex, where the desire to heal or save someone becomes the driving force of the relationship. From a Stoic perspective, Epictetus would caution against this mindset. He would argue that we can't control other people's behaviors or choices, only our own reactions to them. In his discourses, Epictetus emphasizes the importance of focusing on what is within our control. Trying to change another person, especially someone who doesn't want to change, is a futile endeavor. Instead, we should focus on our own growth and well-being. 4. Testing, male authority, the subconscious evaluation. At a subconscious level, some women might test their partner's strength and authority. This instinct can be traced back to ancient times, when the ability to protect and provide was paramount in a mate. A man who displays over-the-top confidence, dominance, or even controlling behavior might, on a primal level, be seen as a strong protector. He might demand obedience, act possessive, or assert his authority in ways that seem archaic or even inappropriate in modern society. Yet, these behaviors can trigger an instinctive response, making him appear more desirable as a mate. This doesn't mean that all women consciously want a controlling partner. In fact, many recognize that such behavior is unacceptable. However, the subconscious mind can be powerful, sometimes leading to attraction toward traits that are not aligned with one's conscious values. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, would argue that true strength comes not from controlling others, but from controlling oneself. In meditations, Marcus often reflects on the importance of self-mastery. He would likely suggest that the most admirable form of authority is the ability to lead by example, showing strength through wisdom, patience, and inner calm. 5. Perceived high value, the illusion of strength and desirability. Jerks often display traits that society associates with high value, such as excessive confidence, selfishness, pride, and a willingness to defy social norms. These traits can create an illusion of strength and desirability, making the jerk appear more attractive than he truly is. For example, a man who is overly confident might come across as someone who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. This can be attractive because it suggests decisiveness and determination. Similarly, a man who defies social norms might seem adventurous and exciting, qualities that are often sought after in a romantic partner. However, this perceived high value is often just that, perceived. It's based on superficial traits that don't necessarily translate into a healthy or fulfilling relationship. Over time, the flaws in these traits often become more apparent, leading to dissatisfaction and conflict. Seneca might remind us that true value lies not in outward appearances or societal accolades, but in inner virtue. In his letters, Seneca frequently discusses the importance of wisdom, courage, and justice, qualities that are often overlooked in favor of more superficial traits. He would encourage us to look beyond the surface and seek out partners who embody these deeper values. 6. The allure of mystery, the thrill of the chase. People who are difficult to pin down often create a sense of allure by keeping their lives and feelings vague. This mystery draws others in, making them eager to figure out what's going on beneath the surface. Imagine trying to solve a complex puzzle. The more challenging it is, the more invested you become. This is similar to how elusive individuals can captivate someone's interest. A man who is warm and engaging one moment, then distant and cold the next, can spark a desperate need to win his full commitment and clarity. This dynamic plays into the thrill of the chase, where the pursuit becomes more exciting than the relationship itself. The more elusive the partner, the more intense the desire to win them over. This can lead to an obsessive focus on the relationship, making it difficult to walk away even when it becomes clear that it's not healthy. Epictetus might advise that while the chase can be thrilling, it's important to recognize when it's leading us away from what truly matters. He would remind us that our time and energy are valuable and should be invested in relationships that bring us closer to our goals and values. The pursuit of someone who constantly pulls away can be a distraction from the more meaningful aspects of life. 7. Inducing jealousy. The paradox of attraction. Jealousy, despite its negative connotations, is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. It's a survival mechanism that ensured our ancestors stayed faithful and provided resources for their offspring. Jerks, with their narcissistic and flirtatious behavior, unknowingly tap into this primal instinct, creating an environment where jealousy thrives. For example, a man who is flirtatious or who seems to attract attention from others can stir feelings of jealousy in his partner. This might lead her to compete for his affection, even if she knows on a rational level that his behavior is problematic. The paradox is that this jealousy can increase her attraction to him, making the relationship more intense and difficult to leave. Marcus Aurelius might counsel that jealousy is a natural emotion, but one that should be carefully managed. In Meditations, he often speaks of the importance of maintaining emotional balance and not allowing ourselves to be swayed by external events. He would likely suggest that when we feel jealous, it's an opportunity to reflect on our own insecurities and to strengthen our inner resolve. 8. Addiction to emotional turbulence, the cycle of highs and lows. Much like the desire for unpredictability, the intense emotional highs and lows provided by jerks can become addictive. This addiction to emotional turbulence can make women leave good men for jerks, even when the relationship is clearly unhealthy. Imagine a woman in a relationship with a man who provides a stable, caring environment. Initially, she enjoys this stability, but over time, the excitement might fade. Good men offer security, predictability, and consistent support. However, for some women, this can start to feel mundane or boring, especially if they are used to more chaotic relationships. On the other hand, jerks offer a roller coaster of emotions. They might give affection and attention one day, then pull away or treat her poorly the next. This cycle of emotional turmoil, followed by brief periods of affection, can become incredibly addictive, much like an alcoholic who craves the relief that comes from a drink after a period of abstinence. Seneca might argue that while this cycle can be powerful, it is ultimately destructive. He would encourage us to seek out relationships that are steady and grounded, rather than those that pull us into emotional chaos. In his letters, Seneca often speaks of the importance of emotional moderation, advising us to avoid extremes and to cultivate a sense of calm in our relationships. 9. Craving novelty and adventure, the quest for new experiences. The desire for new experiences and adventure is deeply rooted in human nature. This craving for novelty can drive some women to seek out relationships with more unpredictable partners, even if those relationships are less stable or secure. From an evolutionary perspective, seeking out novelty and adventure was once crucial for survival. It led our ancestors to explore new territories, find new resources, and adapt to changing environments. This same drive can manifest in modern relationships, where the allure of something new and different can overshadow the benefits of stability. However, Marcus Aurelius might remind us that while novelty can be exciting, it is not the path to true fulfillment. In Meditations, he frequently reflects on the importance of finding contentment in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking out new experiences. He would argue that true adventure lies in the exploration of one's own mind and character, rather than in external pursuits. 10. Stoic perspective on stability. Finding strength in consistency. While many of the points discussed so far highlight the allure of unpredictability and excitement, it's important to recognize the value of stability and consistency in relationships. From a Stoic perspective, these qualities are not just desirable. They are essential for a fulfilling and meaningful life. Stability provides a foundation upon which trust, respect, and love can grow. It creates an environment where both partners feel secure, knowing that they can rely on each other no matter what challenges arise. This doesn't mean that the relationship is without excitement, but that the excitement comes from shared experiences and mutual growth, rather than from emotional turbulence. Seneca might argue that stability is a sign of true strength. In his letters, he often speaks of the importance of self-control and the ability to remain steady in the face of adversity. He would likely suggest that those who seek out stability in their relationships are the ones who are truly wise, recognizing that lasting happiness comes not from fleeting thrills, but from the deep connection that grows over time. 11. High social status and leadership, the appeal of dominance. Jerks may exhibit social dominance and leadership traits, which can be attractive to women who subconsciously equate these traits with success and security. In many social contexts, individuals who are loud, confident, and assertive tend to stand out and be perceived as leaders, even if their behavior is not always admirable. This perception of high social status can make jerks seem more desirable, as they appear to possess qualities that are associated with success and influence. However, this is often an illusion, as true leadership requires more than just dominance. It requires wisdom, compassion, and the ability to inspire others. Marcus Aurelius, who was both a Stoic philosopher and a Roman emperor, would likely emphasize that true leadership is not about asserting power over others, but about guiding them with wisdom and integrity. In Meditations, he often reflects on the responsibilities of leadership, reminding himself to act justly and with humility. He would argue that those who seek out partners based on social dominance alone are missing the deeper qualities that make for a truly great leader. 12. Focus on compensation and material benefits, prioritizing the tangible. In some cases, women may prioritize partners who offer higher material benefits and social status, even if those partners are less emotionally available or kind. This focus on compensation and material benefits can lead to relationships that are based more on what a partner can provide than on the emotional connection between them. This dynamic is not uncommon in a society that often values material success over emotional well-being. A man who offers financial security, social status, or other tangible benefits might be seen as a more attractive partner, even if he lacks the emotional depth or kindness of a nice guy. However, Seneca might caution that while material benefits can provide comfort, they do not lead to true happiness. In his letters, he frequently discusses the dangers of placing too much value on wealth and status, arguing that true contentment comes from within. He would likely suggest that relationships built on material benefits alone are fragile and unlikely to withstand the test of time. 13. Understanding human instincts, the role of evolution. Finally, it's important to recognize that many of these behaviors and attractions are driven by deep-seated evolutionary instincts. Understanding these instincts can help us navigate relationships more wisely, making conscious choices rather than being driven by unconscious impulses. For example, the desire for unpredictability, the allure of mystery, and the craving for novelty are all rooted in our evolutionary past. These instincts once served important survival functions, but in modern relationships, they can lead us away from the qualities that truly matter. Marcus Aurelius might advise that while we cannot change our instincts, we can choose how we respond to them. In Meditations, he often reflects on the importance of self-awareness and the need to align our actions with our higher values. He would encourage us to recognize these instincts for what they are and to cultivate the wisdom to choose partners based on the deeper qualities that lead to lasting fulfillment. In conclusion, understanding why women might leave good men for jerks involves exploring the intricate balance between human psychology and the enduring wisdom of Stoic philosophy. We've discussed how the allure of unpredictability, emotional roller coasters, and the illusion of high value can draw people into short-term excitement, but often at the cost of long-term happiness. By embracing Stoic virtues such as wisdom, self-control, and emotional balance, we can better navigate these relationships, seeking a healthy mix of excitement and stability in our partnerships. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Focusing on what truly matters, kindness, respect, and mutual growth, allows us to build relationships that are not only enduring, but deeply fulfilling. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts, and don't forget to share it with your friends and loved ones so they too can benefit from these insights. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing valuable content to our community. See you in the next video.